Overnight, it's been a crazy morning. A leader change in one of the states still counting votes for the presidential election.
All right, so here's the latest. Former Vice President Joe Biden has moved ahead of President Trump in the state of Georgia. This coming in just before we went on the air at about 4:30 this morning.
So Biden also closing the gap in other states while President Trump continues to attack the integrity of this election process. So he tweeted overnight that he would win re-election with, quote, legal votes cast, but Twitter flagged that tweet, calling it misleading.
And Kate Walsh is joining us live in studio with a closer look at the latest overnight numbers.
Well, first, let's talk about that tweet overnight. The president, just before 3 o'clock this morning, tweeting that no observers were allowed to do their job. And the votes that are being counted now should not be considered. This contradicts even what the president said last night when he addressed the press, which was that his team won a battle to have the observers at ballot counting centers, but were kept at a distance, which he took issue with. Now, this tweet also coincides in timing with Biden pulling ahead in the 3 big states we're watching: Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Nevada. So let's first look at Georgia, an historically red state. The last time they voted for a Democrat for president was 1992 for Bill Clinton. Right now, Biden is leading by just 1,096 votes, essentially a tie still, especially when you look at the percentages there. In Pennsylvania, it's also a near tie, both at 49% really, with Trump leading by just over 18,200 votes. The vote count continues in urban areas right now, like Pittsburgh, which traditionally lean blue. And in Nevada, officials in some counties said they wouldn't be announcing updated numbers until sometime before 10 this morning, their time. The numbers haven't been updated in hours. Right now, Biden is leading by 11,438 votes. President Trump's team has filed several lawsuits since Election Day, questioning the validity of these mail-in ballots. In a speech last night at the White House, Trump said he was winning in so many states on Election Day, only to find a shift once the mail-in ballot counting began. Now, political pundits have said that's no surprise, as many Democrats opted for voting by mail this time, finding it more convenient and safe, especially during a pandemic.
I've been talking about mail-in voting for a long time. It's really destroyed our system. It's a corrupt system, and it makes people corrupt even if they aren't by nature, but they become corrupt. It's too easy.
We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners. So I ask everyone to stay calm, all the people to stay calm. The process is working. The count is being completed, and we'll know very soon.
How soon exactly? The big question this morning that everyone around the world really wants to know. The Associated Press has called one of the 6 remaining states, Arizona, for Joe Biden. We've really said that since Election Day. So their electoral count is a little bit different than others that we're seeing, but we're reporting theirs. So Biden is at 264 to Trump's 214, which means, you know, if any of these 3 states go officially towards Biden, he would have enough to get that 270 threshold.
So I know a lot of focus has been on the 3 states you mentioned, but what about North Carolina? That's still in play right now. Is Trump now currently still in the lead?
Yes, still right now. North Carolina is leaning towards President Trump. That's a battleground state that we've seen for years, you know, go either way. But right now, Trump has a lead there, 76,700 votes more. But 95% of the votes have been counted, and we're seeing that it's those final percentages of the votes that are making a big difference. So those numbers could very well shift as the hours or days progress here.
Just check Twitter, and the president up until 3 in the morning actually tweeting about this process, has not said anything yet this morning, but stay with us because that could change, and also these vote totals seem to be changing. You just keep hitting refresh, and they just update and change, and this could be an interesting morning. Hopefully this is settled at some point today as well. Kate, thank you very much.